The NBA world is terrified of Aaron Wiggins, who has a reservation for a breakout season next year. With all of the tools in his kit to reach NBA stardom, fans of 29 other squads are shaking at the prospect of OKC holding a fourth star on their roster. Because the last time a team had four legit stars, well, they were in the Bay Area beating down LeBron James, with the rest of the NBA and sports world begging for mercy. To build this type of team organically would be magnificent for OKC, and they are one piece away. We're going to talk today about why Aaron Wiggins is going to step up and be that piece next year, what he did last year that points towards this. But before we get into that, real quick, Gabriel Ebersole here with Thunder Digest. We've hit our goal of 6,000 subscribers. So Thunder won the NBA championship, a franchise record 68 games last year, yet 68% of you guys watching are not subscribed to the channel. We're trying to hit 7K by the end of this month. Me and Bryson are bringing you guys all off-season updates from signings, the trades, the free agency, hopefully no more injuries, but nonetheless, everything OKC basketball all in one spot here for you guys. Make sure you sub up so you don't miss a beat. But in the meantime, let's talk about today's topic, which we already discussed, would be Aaron Wiggins, the man who has saved basketball, the man who's a fan favorite to the OKC faithful, and he has warranted that with his play on the court as well. This is not unwarranted hype. The guy was the second-round pick, 55th overall out of Maryland, and he has produced both ends of the court. He has proven he can shoot the ball. He can create his own shots. This guy is... I'm very high on this guy. I have been very high on this guy. I love to watch when he gets minutes on the court. But what we're going to be looking at today is an article from Sports Illustrated. Ivan White asks the question, can Aaron Wiggins emerge as OKC's fourth star next year? And it says in the byline, the man who saved basketball might be in for another big year. Now, you might be wondering, why does Ivan White say another big year? Well, that would be because Aaron Wiggins performed last year in this championship year, man. This guy played 23 minutes a game in the regular season. He scored 12 points a game per night, averaging 4 boards, 2 assists, and then he also put in a stock a game. This guy is a very good on-ball defender, and he was forcing turnovers in the playoffs as well. He doesn't foul very often, just one a game, and he is an efficient scorer when he elects to shoot, talking 49% from the field and over 38% from behind the line. Pretty good when you consider that almost half of his shot diet, 47% of his shots, are threes. And like the rest of this OKC team, this guy is young, 26 years of age, room to grow in his game. Now, he was a very solid player for the squad last year, as we just saw, but we're going to talk today about why this guy has even more room to improve. The first thing that we're going to bring up from this article by Ivan White is something that I wholeheartedly agree with. Looking right here, per 36 minutes, Wiggins averaged 18.9 points last season. With another potential leap in usage, he could emerge as a legitimate star for the Thunder. It may seem far-fetched for the Thunder to have another clear-cut star on the team, but if Wiggins can continue on his trajectory, he should at least be able to provide star-level scoring when OKC needs it. These are exactly along the lines that I'm thinking. Where, yes, he's a good defender, he can make plays, but where he's going to be an impact player is shot creation / scoring. Specifically in the shot creation department, I like his ability to get to his spots. There's no better game to look at for proof in this than Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Let's take a look, guys. This guy, he closed out both halves very strong for this team. In Game 2 of the Finals, this guy had a second quarter in which he played 8 minutes, 22 seconds. He had 8 points for the team, came in hot, shooting 3 for 4, led the team with 2 made threes, and led the team with a plus 15 rating in the second quarter. This guy came off the bench. He was able to heat up quickly. He's shown, especially in the playoffs, that he was able to make impacts while being not necessarily in the flow, without getting heavy minutes. He was still able to come in and help out this team. This is something that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander recognized after the game, which we're going to get into in a second. But nonetheless, we're going to break down his fourth quarter of this game. He played only 6.5 minutes, so less than he played in the second quarter. Nonetheless, he pours in 7 points this time, leads the team with 2 rebounds, leads the team with another pair of threes and a plus 4 rating, helping the team close out Game 2, helping the team avoid going into a 2-0 hole, losing both games at home. And that series, which did end up going 7 games regardless, could have looked a lot different if Aaron Wiggins doesn't come out that game, doesn't produce at that level, and doesn't lead the team with a plus 24 plus minus, which was the highest by any player in the first 2 games on either team. So this guy is able to contribute to winning basketball. He is able to put up the numbers that you'd want to see out of a guy. He's efficient while doing it. This guy, all signs point to him getting an increase in minutes, and like we saw in the article, will likely lead to him getting an increase in production and scoring specifically. Now, we take a look in that game about what I was saying about the shot creation department. This guy was able to get to his spots necessarily whenever he wanted, right? We're taking a look at a guy who shot 6 for 11 in this game, but we see a layup at the rim. And then you're going to notice a theme. Left wing 3, left wing 3, a left wing 3, followed by another left wing 3, closed out with, you would guess it, a left wing 3. Aaron Wiggins was able to, in this game where he was majorly impacting OKC's success level and grabbing this game 2 win to avoid losing home court completely and this series just falling out of our grasp completely. Aaron Wiggins was able to get to his spot on the left wing where he wanted to shoot from and knocked it down repeatedly. A guy who was able to provide three-point shooting throughout the playoffs for a team that finished 13th out of 16 teams in three-point shooting. This was a needed boost for the squad, for our guys, and Aaron Wiggins was able to come through for that. Now, Coach Daigneault takes this even a step farther. He believes that not just will Aaron Wiggins become a star-level scorer in this league, he thinks that Aaron Wiggins is a star-level player through and through, and he sees it every day in practice. Why don't we take a listen right now?
Aaron Wiggins, everybody.
Well, first of all, I was laughing because I have this theory on him, which is there's like Aaron Wiggins branded plays. We had one in practice a couple weeks ago where he threw a lob, they overthrew, and the ball hit the backboard and like caromed off 2 guys, and he picked the ball up and shot it right in the layup. And that's like, and tonight, he falls down and just rips a 3. Like he's always like picking up the trash. And I find that entertaining. But he's shooting the ball well. I thought he actually had a couple more he could have shot, but he was good tonight. He had the offensive rebound. There was a big play. He got the ball up on the rim at the end of the shot clock on one of those. So he just continued. He's a better player every year, and he's playing really well for us. Well, first.
Now, the article also agrees that he did get better last year, which we're going to take a look at right here, saying a career year. Last season, Wiggins had the best campaign of his young career. He averaged 12 points, 3.9 boards, and 1.8 assists, all career highs, shooting 38.3 from deep on nearly 5 attempts per game. Wiggins also showed that he can still produce at an efficient clip as his volume increases. Now, we're going to hope that his volume does get increased because, like we saw, all signs point towards it. He's not a liability on defense. He's a very good point of attack defender. We saw him playing good help side defense in the passing lanes against especially the Denver Nuggets. I saw him come with a very good bunch of weak side steals off Jokic whenever he was getting lazy on his post turns. And we were able to plug Wiggins in very sporadically throughout the playoffs. A guy who we saw 23 minutes in the regular season. He wasn't playing that heavy of minutes in the playoffs. We relied on the starters a lot. But whenever they leaned on him, this guy came through. And that's what we saw again and again. And if, like we see, OKC wants to repeat, wants to be a better team next year, like we were talking about the other day. They say, however, it doesn't feel like a bold prediction to proclaim that the Thunder will be better in the 2025-26 campaign than they were in the 2024-25 season that ended with a championship. And you see, one of the 3 reasons that they have listed for improvement is internal development, right at the second bullet point there. And I agree with that. I think that this team, like we saw, a young team, a bottom 5 age team, they were second youngest behind Portland, surrounded by teams like the Hornets, like the Nets, picking in the lottery of the drafts. They were able to be beyond their years and come away with a championship ring, even as more of an edge as they're able to get better, as they're able to add to their games and improve at a young age. Wiggins is not an exception to this rule. 26 years old, room to grow in his game. You heard it from Daigneault, and you heard it in Game 2 of the NBA Finals while he's crossing up Tyrese Halliburton, getting to that left wing to his spot, hitting a 3. Expect to see more of that stuff next year. Expect to see Aaron Wiggins saving basketball once again next season. And before we get out of here, just want to say make sure you guys are subbed up so you don't miss me in the next one, miss Bryson's next video, keeping you guys posted. And without further ado,
basketball. Aaron Wiggins.
You saved that basketball, boy.
Clap it up for Aaron Wiggins, everybody, and I will catch you guys in the next one. It's been Gabriel Ebersole with Thunder Digest. My pleasure to entertain you guys.